the syntax for writing a function in Python is very similar to the syntax that we have for a for loop or an if statement. So instead of going if or for, we're going to go def, defining a function. So def, we're going to name our function. I'm calling it add underscore one. It has to be, and then we're going to pass this a variable called var variable. Or we could do more than one. It's just a super simple situation. We're going to do one. Then really important that we finish this with colons, and then when we hit enter after this, we're going to start automatically on an indentation. If we don't, we need to make sure that we have one, two, or four, two or four indentations. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this variable, I'm going to pass it to this var right here. It's going to be var as I work with it. I'm going to add one to this variable, and I'm going to assign this to a calculated var, the calculation that I did. I'm going to be returning that calculation. Okay, so pretty straightforward what to do. We're just now, I could apply, I could call this function and add one to whatever number I wanted to. In a very simple sense, it's just good to think of it functions in the simplest sense, and then we'll expand this and start making things more complex. So it's good. We can be as complex as we want to be. It's way too complex most of the time. So it's good to start simple and then we'll build up. It kind of helps think through this. So how we'll use this function, so we'll often create this function right here, add one, and then we're going to use add one with dot apply. So we're going to take a column from our data frame, and we're going to go dot apply, and then we're going to go add one. What this is going to do is it's going to iterate through each row, and what it's going to do at the time it gets to this row, it's going to take this value and it's going to pass this to add one. So where the bar here, we could have said add one and given it a one value. Here what it's going to do, dot apply is going to take the responsibility of passing these numbers to the function. So we're going to get 2.1 is going to turn to 3.1, 3.3 is going to turn into 4.3, and so on. So we're going to add one to all of these. Very, very simple, but we're going to allow us to, it's going to allow us to have so much flexibility in Pandas. We're going to feel, we're not going to miss not having a mouse, like when we'd be dealing with an Excel spreadsheet. That seemed really handy, but this is, it becomes much more powerful. Here, yes, adding one to the number is not super amazing, but this will, getting good with this, getting lots of practices will allow you to kind of think of all of the cool and interesting things that you'll be able to do. But basically anything you want to do, you'll be able to solve with this dot apply and applying your custom function or your user-defined function to the data frame. Okay? Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you for the coding practice.